we're having clients.
All right, Mitch, whenever you're ready.
Good afternoon. I'm Mitch Gross, the proud principal of Iowa City West High School, and it is my distinct honor to be with you today on this 2nd of June, 2024, to celebrate this important milestone. For those of you who are able, please rise for the procession of the 56th graduating class of Iowa City West High School as they enter the arena under pomp and circumstance, played by the West High Symphonic Orchestra under the direction of Mr. Ryan Middleton. Easton. Please be seated. President Malone, Vice President Clausen, Directors Abraham, Eastham, Finch, Lingo, and Williams, Superintendent Degner, distinguished faculty and staff, parents, family, friends, and yes, West High seniors, welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2024. For those of you seated in the arena, as a courtesy to those around you and to those watching on the live stream and to our future graduates, please refrain from conversations and phone calls during today's ceremony as outside noise is amplified on the live stream. Future graduates, I hope at some point tonight you will take a moment to show your gratitude to those whose guidance, support, and love has shepherded you along the way. For many of you, those people are gathered with us today. For some of you, those people are no longer with us, but remember, their legacy and their spirit lives in you. Today is about reflecting on the journey that you and your classmates embarked on 13 years ago when you began your formal education, and more specifically, 4 years ago, as you walked through the doors of 2901 Melrose for the first time. As I wrote this speech, I kept on reflecting on a specific date, May 29th, 1994. Nearly 30 years ago to the day, I was sitting in the very same place that you are right now at my high school graduation. It is surreal to look out at all of you and think that I was where you are 30 years ago. And on the flip side, if you're wondering what you'll be like in 30 years, you're looking at it. I was surprised by how much I did not remember about that day. So I dug up my senior yearbook, and upon scrolling through the pages, I came across a picture of myself, and all I could think of was who was the idiot that came up with the bowl cut. And then I began to remember a few things. I do remember the flag at T.T. Cranny Field was at half-mast due to the recent death of President Nixon. I do remember the name of my keynote speaker, Ben Crawford, and that his speech was about the importance of making a good first impression. But I do not recall at all receiving my diploma, nor walking across the stage. And after some deeper reflection, I got hung up on the fact that my graduation was 30 years ago. Trust me, if at my high school graduation, a speaker would have said that they had graduated 30 years ago, I would have been thinking that dude's a fossil. And yet I can assure you, I feel nothing like a dinosaur. And then reality hits. In a lifetime, 30 years is a good chunk of time. There was no social media when I graduated. Al Gore had not invented the internet yet. We were informed on what was going on in our community and in our world by things called newspapers and the evening news on television. An upgrade did not mean going from an iPhone 11 to an iPhone 15. It was going from a Walkman to a Discman. And yet, despite these differences in technology, fashion, and popular culture, when it comes to graduation, there are some feelings that are timeless. I remember being both excited and nervous about the possibilities that lay ahead. I remember feeling confident that I had everything figured out, the coordinates of my future mapped out in my mind. Maybe some of you feel the same way, maybe you don't. It's okay however you're feeling. Embrace this moment. And by the way, when I said that I had everything in my life figured out, let me assure you that definitely was not the case. If you would have told 18-year-old me that in 30 years I would be a high school principal giving a commencement address, I would have said you're insane in the membrane. But here I am. So be open and flexible about the path that life takes you on. I'm glad some of the parents are getting those jokes. That's nice out there. But here I am, and I'm reflecting also, not just about my own graduation, about what you, the class of 2024, means to me. And the short and the simple answer is a lot. You all mean a lot to me. Over the past 6 years, the class of 2024 and I have been together a lot, and we have been through a lot together. From the very first day of 7th grade at Northwest on August 23rd, 2018, as you were starting your journey at secondary schools after spending 7 nice, comfy years in the elementary, I too was beginning my administrative journey after spending 15 nice years as a social studies teacher at West. The very first student I ever remember meeting as an administrator was one of you. I was standing just inside the doors at Northwest, next to the lockers outside of the little theater, when one of you came up on that very first day, presented me a firm handshake, and introduced yourself as the valedictorian of Alexander Elementary School. With one of you, I also experienced the first time I ever had to call home as an administrator because of misbehavior. Ironically, that student is going to college to become a teacher. And I have no doubt they will be an excellent one. One of you beat me in a game of one-on-one during lunch in the auxiliary gym. Actually, that was many of you. Your 8th grade year brought my 2nd year as assistant principal at Northwest, and things were really humming along until the spring came and the pandemic hit. When classes moved online for the remainder of the year, I felt deep sadness that I would not get a proper goodbye moment with you as 8th graders. There was no closure for me, but it turned out there was no need for there to be, because as you entered high school, I followed you, as I was named principal on August 10th of that summer, just weeks before the first day at school. At graduation rehearsal, one of you joked that I'm probably going to take a job at the University of Iowa this summer. And unless the superintendent has other plans, I can assure you that will not be happening. But what I can assure you is this, that although today, after spending 1,080 days together in the same building, which is nearly half the days you've spent in a school building throughout your entire career, this marks the end of the road for me and the class of 2024. It is time for all of you to begin a new and exciting path forward. I will definitely miss you. When you spend as much time together as we have, it's impossible not to have developed deep and meaningful connections and relationships, almost like a family. So although your run as a student ends today, you will now become an alumnus of Iowa City West, which means that I'll continue to be there for you if you need assistance, whether you're in need of advice, encouragement, or an e-hall pass. While I truly hope that your experience at West was gratifying and filled you with joy, pride, and gratitude, I also hope that as you grow older and begin reflecting on your life, that you will not regard West as the best moments of your life. After all, I tell my own children, please do not end up with somebody who peaked in high school. But what I do hope for is that in the years to come, when you look back at the most rewarding and fulfilling parts of your life, that West High School will have played a substantial role in preparing you for those moments. A few months after my high school graduation, I set out for college. I'd actually become the first person in my family's history to ever graduate from college. My mom was an immigrant, and my dad was a factory worker. And they would both be so very proud that their son is now the principal for the 3rd straight year of the #1 high school in Iowa and one of the top high schools in the country. Having our school receive such accolades as these does not just because of me. I'm so incredibly blessed to work with a faculty and a staff who day after day, despite pressures and burdens that they face, whether from Des Moines or society as a whole, they continue to instruct, ignite, innovate, and inspire. And as the principal of West, I could not be more proud and more grateful for the work that they do. West High teachers, counselors, paraeducators, school nurses, administrators, custodians, secretaries, at this time, will you please rise? Thank you for all that you do. And to be honest, as much as I love the class of 2024, there's going to be a few things that I will not miss. Your inability to comprehend what a no parking sign means. And the ease at which some of you got sucked into debates and banter with other schools' Barstool accounts. However, on that note, I do have a message for Barstool accounts at other schools. As Kendrick says, on behalf of Iowa City West, don't tell no lies about me, and I won't tell truths about you. When I look at all of you seated, I see scholars, I see artists, I see champions, I see grit, I see tenacity, I see beauty, I see kindness. I will deeply miss all of you. Whether you watch MSNBC or Fox News, you will hear criticism about today's youth. You're too attached to technology. You're too entitled. Your attention spans are too short. The reality is that as you transition into adulthood, our country is at a crossroads. You, the members of the class of 2024, will play a vital role in deciding what kind of a nation and what kind of a society we will be in the future. I believe the future of our world is in excellent hands. If the Westside class of 2024 tackles the challenges facing our world with the same dedication and spirit they showed in Senior Assassin, then the future could not be more bright. To the class of 2024, if there was a class that I had to spend 6 years with, I'm glad it was you. You will always have a home, both at West High and in my heart. Best wishes to you all. Thank you. At this time, will senior choir members please join the rest, or go back to the risers for performance later on. At the graduation ceremony for the Westside class of 2022, a new tradition was born, the graduation poem. Each year, a Westside senior will write a poem that they dedicate to their class. The student will then recite the original poem at the commencement ceremony. This year's class poet is Caroline Seary. Caroline has been an active member of Theater West Productions throughout her time at West, as well as a contributor to The Grapevine, West High's literary magazine. One thing for all three of our student speakers, when Ms. Bruni and I were at Northwest, we started a program which we positively recognize students, and I was able to find an old junior high certificate from each one of our speakers. This is what Mr. Smith, PE teacher, said about Caroline back from Northwest. Caroline is always respectful to her teachers and her peers and friends. She displays such kindness and compassion towards the people around her, making learning a much more enjoyable place for many people. She gives nothing short of her best efforts each day, and I've sincerely enjoyed having her both in PE and homeroom. Great work, Caroline. Caroline will be continuing her education at Temple University, studying English literature with minors in creative writing and French, and hopes to have a career in publishing. Please welcome Caroline Seary as she welcomes the 2024 graduation poem entitled Yearbook.
On my 16th birthday, my sister playfully placed a gift in front of me. The gift bag was reused, a common routine in our household, and filled with knicks and knacks funny to her and her alone. A how to play kazoo manual, a glass clown, and a yearbook of people I've never known. My face was pulled into a smile that no longer suited my conscience. Each page in a yearbook collages a different group of youth. I began to flip through mindlessly, eyes landing on the boy with a halo of curls, his smile appraising the gap between picture and person. I proceeded to shut the yearbook, anxious to give those photos a glimpse of light again. The yearbook called to me over and over, and curiosity craved to be numbed, a trance looming over me, lulling me to a craze of paging through the book. I searched each and every face on the pages, trying to see through all the smiles and grimaces, to see every person behind each photo. I see a girl who looks older than the others. She has experienced the briefness of life, the forceful nature of growing up in a world where everything she does is a problem. Yet her face is smiling brightly. She has found happiness, even after seeing fragility in the burden of its ignorance. I find a boy who has sparkling eyes and pursed lips. He is assured in himself, despite his lack of understanding reality. Another girl has a mind that is elsewhere. Her eyes gleam with visions of becoming a lawyer, following the footsteps of her father. I realize these faces sit together only on a page. They no longer are side by side, no longer the same outlines I've been trying to see as human. Each of them have moved off the page. Each of them are no longer reachable. The faces I see today have been placed onto a page as well, our faces side by side. We have had no reason to memorize each face in each person's story. There was always a tomorrow, a next year, a defined again. The faces we have painted in our memory, some leaving messages spilling of ink permanent in our soul, have lives and dreams untouched by us, minds full of memories that will inspire writers to write, tragedies, love stories, and comedies, all unimaginable by a face. Today is the last time we are together on the same page, side by side. Days away will become years quickly. Our lives become an array of colors blurred to paint a mural. The year of our graduation, the year our 13 years, finally being acknowledged as accomplished, will be painted in sharp lines, beaming out as an era of our lives, full of the becoming of a person. Thank you.
Great job, Caroline. It is now my pleasure to introduce Wasal Haroon, the president of the senior class. Students like Wasal are what make this day bittersweet. On one hand, we're so happy for her and her future, but on the other hand, we will deeply miss the way in which she positively impacts our school on a daily basis. Wasal is co-editor-in-chief of West High's award-winning yearbook, The Trojan Epic, and served as the director for Walk It Out, which is one of my favorite events of the year. This is what Mr. Norton said about Wasal. Wasal quietly goes about her work and always has a great attitude. I'm confident she will be very successful on whatever path she chooses as a result of her maturity, strong work habits, and how well she manages her responsibilities. Wasal will be attending Harvard, where she plans to double major in government and the history of sciences with a minor in global health and health policy. Wasal plans on dedicating her career to crafting and implementing equitable health policies around the globe. Please welcome to the podium the president of the senior class, Wasal Haroon.
Thank you, Mr. Gross, for the warm welcome. Good afternoon, families, friends, faculty, distinguished guests, and fellow graduates. I'm honored to be standing in front of you today as president of the West High Class of 2024. As I spent the last few weeks reflecting on special memories from the past 4 years, I couldn't help but think about a silly game seniors play every year, Senior Assassin. For those of you who don't already know, I was the admin of this year's game. For the most part, I enjoyed it. Well, maybe not the spam texts at 12 a.m. over assassination controversies or the hundreds of questions over rules I already clarified, but I did enjoy going closer to my graduating class and our final days together. Now, although being admin was fun, I couldn't avoid the fear of missing out as I watched everyone chase each other with spoons and water guns, plot devious traps, and camp out in garages, all while wearing crazy immunities just to assassinate their target. This game of Senior Assassin reminded me of many other things I wish I had participated in throughout my high school career. I wish I went to Senior Sunrise instead of snoozing my alarm. I wish I played in the Trojan Games and contributed to our 2-year victory. I wish I went to more sporting events to cheer one last time with the student section, and the list goes on. It seems as though one doesn't fully understand the importance of certain experiences until the final moments before it is all over. Growing up, we have been familiarized with phrases like, live life to the fullest, and live with no regrets. However, throughout the process of navigating our young adult lives, it is easy to unintentionally overlook those pieces of advice. Unfortunately, the majority of our life experiences occur once in a lifetime, but that's what makes them special. As much as I would love to travel back in time in order to redo the memories I miss creating and relive the ones I cherish, that's not possible. However, rather than dwelling on the past, this serves as a lesson, a reminder for the experiences that are yet to come. Instead of saying, I wish I had, we should all get in the habit of saying, I will. Embracing the power of I will shifts our mindset from past regrets to future commitments, encouraging us to take charge of the next steps in our journey. We have dozens of years ahead of us, and I wish I had only puts us back in the past. By being optimistic rather than regretful, we will motivate ourselves to look forward to the milestones we are waiting to reach and the life experiences we are yearning to fulfill. I will give us the determination needed to reach our ultimate destination. Amongst us are future doctors, politicians, musicians, educators, engineers, Hollywood stars, Olympic athletes, and more. With this graduating class, we have the capacity and the capability to be the change. We will be the change. Class of 2024, although we won't ever again be 17 participating in high school traditions, we will always thrive as Trojan alumni. As you walk out here today and prepare for your next endeavor, whether miles away or minutes close to home, I challenge you to complete the phrase, I will, with your own optimistic goal and embrace it. Let it be your motto for the experiences you are destined to face and approach them with your presence in the moment. Make sure to laugh, break out of your comfort zone, and enjoy every second with those around you. I'm confident that we will all achieve whatever it is we put our minds to. We will. And remember, it's not about what you haven't done that sets you into the future. Instead, it's what you will do that has the power to redefine your purpose. Congrats, class of 2024. Thank you.
Zoe Smith is the senior class vice president. Zoe served as secretary of West Side Student Government and is the editor-in-chief of our award-winning student newspaper, The West Side Story. She received the Daily Iowan Scholarship and will be pursuing her passion of journalism at the University of Iowa, where she'll be serving as the lone female sports writer for the paper. She plans on majoring in political science. This is what Ms. Scudder said about Zoe. Zoe is always a very big help to First Hour, whether it's doing jobs around the classroom, helping other students, or promoting student events. Zoe is an absolute light, and I love having her in class. Please welcome the Vice President of the senior class to the podium, Zoe Smith.
Hello, faculty, staff, family, friends, and soon-to-be West High alumni. It is an honor to speak to you today and to introduce our faculty speaker. From the very first day of freshman year, when we walked to our kitchen tables and opened our computers, to the last days of senior year, when we racked up too many tardies and had to hide from Mr. Nelson coming to take our phones, every person at West has been a thread in the fabric of our complicated, tangled, elaborate quilt that has been our high school career. One particular thread has been important in many of our lives. Whether you're fortunate enough to witness his teaching, his coaching, or just his existence in the halls during passing time, or maybe most importantly, his spectacular hairline and outfits. Like many of us, I've been lucky enough to witness this teacher multiple times as a student. When I logged into Zoom for English 9, this teacher was sitting on the screen, blasting music for us to hear, in hopes of possibly getting us to take the mask of a black screen off. 2 years later, in my junior year when I took AP Literature, I got to experience another year of not only this teacher's music and outfits, but also his amazing teaching. When I interviewed him for this speech a few weeks ago, I asked about his philosophy on teaching. He said, quote, "My goal is to challenge people to learn how to learn, so when students go into the world, we have a slightly more analytical eye," end quote. And if any of you have gone to be a spectator for his 25 years at West, I think it's safe to say he accomplished that for many of us. From guiding us through the streets of Verona to teaching us the ways of hip-hop and poetry and exploring the island in Lord of the Flies or touring the Linden Hills neighborhood, this teacher has been a lighthouse in the uneasy tide of high school. And now he is here to serenade us on our next adventure, one that we will have to walk through alone, but not without the lessons that he has left us with. Please help me in giving a warm welcome in his 25th year at West and his 4th time speaking, avid reader and basketball fan, standing at 5'11" from Davenport, Iowa. Give it up for Mr. Nate Freeze.
Good afternoon, Trojans. Thank you, Zoe, for that lovely introduction. Thanks for choosing me to deliver this address. It's an honor and a privilege. This is my 4th time speaking at graduation, but it's my first time here at Extreme Arena. So I'm hoping I can stay out of the penalty box, at least until the 3rd period. No Heartlander fans in the gallery. All right, well, I went all in on the hockey jokes, so this is going to be really short. Let's see. Blue line, no. Crease. All right, well, here we are. Your final step to making it into the real world, trying to afford a lifestyle out there. You might be going to Swarthmore or San Diego State or Kirkwood or entering the armed forces or cosmetology school or just getting a job. I can't use that. Well, good luck. Thanks. Kidding. I wouldn't do you like that. On bro. So in thinking about what to say and how to say it, unlike some of you, I did not use AI-generated material, but I asked Mrs. Barnhouse for her impression of the class of 2024. She reminded me that she does not do impressions. I also then asked Mr. Nasafi, knocked on his door. He said, "Go away, old man." I checked in with Ms. Munt. She's very impressed with your split squats. However, you need work on your bench press. I asked Mr. Bach. He told me if you flipped a coin 4 times and got heads each time, the probability of the class of 2024 being awesome was 100%. And then finally, when I asked Mr. Critch if he thought you would find success, he simply said, "Yeet." As a class, you have plenty of accomplishments, a few state titles, some impressive fine arts performances and awards. The audacity to retain the title of #1 high school in the state the last 3 years. I think we should clap again for that. But to quote one of your grandparents' favorite bands, What a long, strange trip it's been. Words that we never thought would enter into our educational vocabulary did. Hybrid model, asynchronous discussion, reassessment, RIS. Whether your time was bussin' or mid, whether you cooked, took the L, you did it. You survived, you managed to graduate despite COVID, the derecho, the Eras Tour, and TikTok for your entire academic career. TikTok, that's sweet, sweet candy, the opiate of the masses. But those dances and videos are going to get you much, much further than any lecture on Seekins or Plessy versus Ferguson, right? Right. I was thinking about my own high school graduation in 1992. Bush and Yeltsin had declared the Cold War officially over. The U.S. had lifted trade sanctions on China. Protests and violence erupted in L.A. after the Rodney King trial. The U.S. Supreme Court passed a decision on the role of state government as it pertains to abortion. One of the #1 shows on TV was a drama about an elderly person desperately searching for something. It's called Murder, She Wrote. One of the most popular movies in the land was a sequel, Lethal Weapon 3. The #1 song in the land was Jump by Criss Cross. If you're unfamiliar with this song, it drops some meaningful nuggets of wisdom like, don't try to compare us, to another bad little fad. I'm the Mac and I'm bad. Give you something that you never had. I'll make you bump, bump, wiggle, and shake your rump, because I'm kicking the flavor that makes you want to jump. Hard to beat Criss Cross. Now it's 32 years later and things must have changed, right? Evolved, progressed. Certainly that is what I thought would happen as I sat uncomfortably in a polyester gown with a piece of cardboard awkwardly balanced on my head in 1992. But it's 2024, and it looks like we're thawing out the Cold War playbook. Got some trade sanctions going with China. Check. We got more protests and violence in LA, this time over the war in Gaza. Supreme Court still wrestling with the issue of abortion. One of the top TV shows on TV is also, coincidentally, about an elderly person searching desperately for something. It was called The Golden Bachelor. At the theaters, one of the top grossing movies is also a sequel, Dune 2. One of the #1 songs is Like That, which brings us the following poetics. Sing along if you know it. Locked in, and now I got my Phantom and my driver. Perked out, took chances in my hood like Nevada. Surfed out, outside white, interior lasagna. Let that sink in. 100,000s I just cashed out on designer. Full disclosure, it took me a little bit to find a line from that song that I could actually use in public. So what's different? Are we all just a little bit of history repeating? I mean, let's be honest, this ceremony is pretty much the same every single year, whether you're in the class of 2025, 2026, and so on. Some faculty member will do their best to try to keep those classes entertained while also offering some bit of wisdom. Some parents will be ecstatic that their child is about to graduate high school. Some green gown students will be wondering how it went by so quickly. Others will merely be muttering, when is this thing over? Do I have some kind of skeleton key that'll open up the doors of happiness for the rest of your life? No. But I'll leave you with this. The difference between the class of 2024 and all the others is that there was never another class of 2024. There will never be another class of 2024. In that unique place that you occupy, in that isolated epoch of history called class of 24, you are the makers of your own destiny. That's what separates you. You have control of your fate. You have your future entirely in your hands. The choices you make, the successes you reach, the promises you fulfill are all your own. And do not take those for granted. Do not think that you can be anything but your best. Own your life. Own your drive and desire to shape a world that maybe never felt like yours, but it's now waiting for this next wave of difference makers to leave their mark in innovative and provocative ways. You've got next. The pity for me and many of my colleagues is that we will not get to see all that you become. Know that we are excited about your potential. We feel so fortunate to have been some small part of the greatness you will become. Trust that what is different is that many of you will live in our hearts and minds for a long time. Earn and solidify that space by putting your indelible mark on the future. Thank you, class of 2024. Now go be yourselves. Be Andy, be Chance, be Gabby, be Kira, be Stephen, be Eliana, be Priscilla, be Athena, be Lucy, be Ahmed, be Trojans, be great. Appreciate you. Cheers.
Great job, Mr. Freeze. I think we can all see why this was his 4th time speaking. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the Senior Vocal Ensemble under the direction of Westside Choral Director Mr. David Haas as they perform Bridge Over Troubled Water. Great job, singers. The West High Distinguished Alumni Award is the highest honor our school bestows. This award is presented to a West alumnus who has made a significant contribution in their career, making a positive difference in our world. This year, our recipient is Dr. LaQuisha Anker of the West High class of 1992. LaQuisha earned her PhD at Iowa State University from the Department of Biosystems Engineering and Industrial and Agricultural Technology. Dr. Anker has served in academic and student affairs for over 20 years in both the College of Engineering and the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences at Iowa State University. As the Assistant Director of Student Services for the College of Engineering, she coordinates programs and services to ensure the success, retention, and graduation of underrepresented scholars in STEM. She oversees the nationally recognized Leadership Through Engineering Academic Diversity LEAD program, which provides academic, professional, and social opportunities to support the holistic development of scholars. On behalf of Iowa City West High School, it is my pleasure and honor to present the 2024 West High Distinguished Alumni Award to Dr. LaQuisha Anker.
Good afternoon. Thank you for this honor and recognition, as I am truly humbled. Never in a million years would I have thought I would be standing in this moment in time, as there are a lot of alumni from West High who are doing amazing things. Congratulations, class of 2024. You've made it to the final page of this chapter of life. Give yourselves a round of applause for achieving this milestone. Congratulations also to the family, friends, loved ones, educators, and the village for their support on your journey. Let's give them a hand as well. Thank you for raising our next generation of leaders. As you begin to turn the page and start to write your next chapter of life, not only consider what you want to be and do, but also who you want to be. Think about what your story will be, because no individual has any right to come into the world and go out of it without leaving behind him distinct and legitimate reasons for having passed through it. The Dr. George Washington Carver. So I ask you, what will your legacy be? What footprint will you leave on your small corner of the world? What and who will you be known for? As you think about your next chapter of life and your legacy, whether that is as an entrepreneur, attending a 4-year or a 2-year college or university, learning a trade, or serving your community, know that your journey will be uniquely yours to write. There will be ups and downs, wrong turns, roadblocks, and many successes along the way. It is how you navigate these experiences that will determine how you write your story. I would like to share a few pages from my story in hopes that you are inspired and realize that through hard work, dedication, and perseverance, there is success at the end of your next chapter too. We are all born with limitless potential. It is our environment, situations, and circumstances that place us in boxes and categories that may hinder our ability to see our dreams to fruition. I am here to tell you that anything is possible if you truly believe that your potential is limitless. As a first-generation college graduate and the first PhD in my immediate family, I am a living example of what can be when you define your destiny through faith, hard work, dedication, and perseverance, and not define your success by limitations that others may place on you. I was born in the Crescent City, or New Orleans, Louisiana, as many of you may know it, to a teenage mother who was also born to a young mother and father. I was destined to do no more than follow the path of those before me. But my mother saw different and moved me from an environment in which I had limited potential to succeed to one in which I could excel, good old Iowa. As the eldest child, I was always taught to lead by example, which is the way I modeled everything I did and continue to do, because I never know who is watching my example and modeling their life after mine. As an introvert and rather quiet child growing up, I participated in only a few extracurricular activities, such as chorus, band, and soccer. I never traveled far from home without my family with me. I guess you could say I lived a sheltered life, never veering away from what I had come to know as the norm. I always was a member of the minority amongst the majority growing up in Iowa, where my identity as an African American female was always salient and ever present. It was at the end of my high school journey that I began to realize that the norm was not necessarily a good thing, and that by remaining stagnant, I could possibly be limiting my potential. When I got to college at Iowa State University, I became really conscious of the possibilities that my life could hold. The sky was truly the limit. It was here that I really came into my own and began to find my true voice, just as you will do as you write your next chapter. I remember the first day of college like it was yesterday. I chose to forego all of the fun and games experienced by students the summer following their senior year and enroll in a college summer enrichment program at the encouragement of my mother, who saw limitless potential in me. SEP, as it was called then, was a bridge program for first-generation, low-income students from across the country entering ISU. We got the opportunity to take 2 college courses in addition to participating in various college preparation and transition activities before the rush of the fall semester. There were 100 of us taking the giant leap into the unknown world of higher education, carrying the expectations and hard work of our parents, our grandparents, our siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, and community with us, bearing the burden of being first-generation college students and not really knowing or understanding what a huge responsibility had been bestowed upon us. Needless to say, I had to grow up really quick and was successful in completing that summer program, in addition to my undergraduate degree, with the support of a large village and network. However, this success did not come without roadblocks that would truly test my dedication and faith in my ability to complete the biggest task ever set before me, earning a college degree. Through the death of my father, the birth of my daughter, struggling through the engineering basic program, and yes, I took Calc 1 and physics twice, and being placed on academic warning, I never wavered. Through working a part-time job while taking a full load of classes, late night studying, navigating the day on 2 hours of sleep, I never wavered. Through feelings of family members losing doubt because I was a young mother, taking night tests with my daughter in tow, participating in student organizations and attending team meetings late into the evening, taking on mentoring and leadership roles that tested and stretched my time management, I never wavered. Managing to obtain a 4.0 my first semester and maintaining my place on the dean's list after finding my academic home in the now Department of Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering, all because I believed my potential was limitless. If it sounds like obtaining my bachelor's degree was a challenge, it only got more difficult when I began my graduate studies, truly embarking on uncharted territory. Without a clue about what I was about to endure, my journey through the master's and PhD programs would test my faith, dedication, and perseverance unlike no other. Through the death of the matriarch and heart of my family, having limited financial resources, stares and looks of disbelief when people learned I was earning a terminal degree, continuously having to go above and beyond to prove myself as a woman of color in STEM, feelings of imposter syndrome, loneliness, and not belonging, I still didn't waver, enabling me to stand before you as a product of limitless potential, not bound by my environment, any situation, or circumstance. I share my story with you not for sympathy or empathy, but for 3 reasons of inspiration, and to assure that you know that you can do it too, whatever it is in your next chapter. No matter what obstacle may come your way, you have what it takes to make it through. It is up to you to not only believe in your ability to succeed, but also to take the lead, waiting on no one or anything. As an African American and woman in a male-dominated STEM discipline, I had to believe this more than ever. Second, the next chapter you are on is not about you. It is about all of the shoulders of those who came before you and have supported you on which you stand, and most importantly, those who will one day walk in your shoes. My family and loved ones are more proud and take more ownership in my degrees than I do, and I am so honored. It brings me to tears because it reminds me that we've made it. We made it into that 1.4% of the African American population and 2.1% of the US population with a PhD. It reminds me that this is much bigger than me. Lastly, never, not ever, let anyone or anything define or limit your potential. My belief in my limitless potential has allowed me to earn 3 degrees and stand before you, able to call myself Dr. LaQuisha Ankar. It has allowed me the opportunity to use my passion to fulfill my purpose in life, receive many accolades, and accomplish things beyond my ancestors' wildest dreams. Most importantly, it has allowed me to assist thousands of students like you in pursuing their goals and move toward their limitless potential. Remember, through hard work, dedication, and perseverance, your potential is limitless. I believe in you, your family, friends, and loved ones believe in you, your educators and community believe in you, and I hope you believe in you too. Good luck on writing your next chapter, and never forget you have limitless potential. If you have chosen to start your next chapter by wearing that cardinal in gold this fall, welcome to the Cyclone family. Don't hesitate to stop by. Again, congratulations, class of 2024. The world can't wait to see what your legacy will be. Thank you.
This senior class has adhered to our tradition of academic excellence. 101 of you have earned the distinction of graduating with the highest honors for attaining a GPA of at least 4.0. To achieve this at one of the top high schools in the country is outstanding. And many of you did this while also working, participating in music, debate, athletics, theater, clubs, and many of you did several of those things. At this time, I ask all students who have earned the highest academic honors to please stand and to be recognized for this incredible achievement. Great job. You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce our superintendent, or as you know him, the hero of snow days. Please welcome to the podium Iowa City Schools Superintendent Matt Degner.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Gross. I'm honored to be here with all of you, and would like to begin by thanking those that are here with us today. The Board of Education for the Iowa City Community School District, thank you for the time you take to volunteer to lead our district. I'd also like to give a special thank you to our staff and their commitment to excellence once again this past year. To the parents, friends, and loved ones of all of our graduates today, thank you for the role you've helped these students in achieving their milestone this year. They could not have done it without you. And finally, to you, the graduates, thank you and congratulations. You're why we are here as a school district. You are our purpose, and seeing you here today affirms that for all of us, and brings us a tremendous amount of joy. I could not be more proud of you and your achievement. The word commencement means a beginning or start. So while this occasion recognizes the completion of your education in our district, it's truly a new beginning and the start of the next step in your journey. My hope is that the successful culmination of your school experience propels you to achieve your goals and dreams. Whether you realize it now or later, you'll be brought back to many moments and memories from this time period in your life. Many people have helped you get to this point. The realization that we can't and really do not do anything alone is an important lesson for all of us to remember. Please take time to tell each and every one of those people that helped you on this journey thank you and share with them the impact that they have made on you. Also, let us remember and not forget those that are not able to be here to celebrate with us today, and let their impact be long-lasting. Many of us have never met and do not have a personal relationship. Others of us have, and I've been grateful to get to know you. As I thought about speaking to you today, I realized that most of you probably know me or my voice because of the weather calls I have to make. That led me to thinking about a few of the titles, roles, and names I've been called while serving in education. To name a few: the Sultan of Snow. This is as good as it gets, guys. The King of Cold, the Inventor of Ice, the Tornado Tamer, Meteorologist Matt, Papa Deggs, I don't quite get that one, Coach Degner, Mr. D, Mr. Degner, Principal Degner, and Superintendent Degner. But I would have to say the one that means the most of all to me is Dad. You see, this is my first graduation as a father. It definitely feels different than the 20 other graduations I've had the pleasure of experiencing in public education before this one. My team and I take great pride in the work we do to serve all of you, but when you know your own children benefit from the work you do, it gives it special meaning. With that being said, I focus my message today on not only what I'd want you to hear from the superintendent of schools, but also as a father that's wrestling with many emotions about what is next for all of you. Take some chances. The older you get, the less likely you are to take risks. I hope that each of you takes some calculated risks and knows that whatever happens, you will learn and grow from the experience. We grow not only through our successes, but our failures as well. In fact, sometimes life's greatest opportunities for growth are presented through our failures and disappointments. But remember, taking a risk doesn't immediately mean it won't work. And you may be the only one to believe that, which is all right. We may not always approve and give you advice to the contrary, but do be discerning and stay true to yourself. Everyone deserves to be part of something great. Those words from one of my mentors has always stuck with me. Sometimes we get stuck in this idea of rugged individualism or focused on me and what I have or don't have or what I have accomplished or not accomplished. My wish is that each of you find some amazing causes and groups to support and are able to be part of something truly larger than yourself. Whether your contributions seem large or small to this effort, this is where we find meaning, so that are larger than ourselves and that find our true passions and purpose that continue to follow and drive us. Find your people. I hope that you've all had a connection with someone here during your time that has challenged you to do more and be more than you ever thought possible. If you have not, I would encourage you to do that for someone else and continue to find the person that will do that for you. We become more like the people we spend the most time with. Some of the most important decisions you'll ever make revolve around who gets access to you and who you decide to spend your time alongside. Be kind. Simply put, be nice. Be the example. When someone is impatient with you, show patience. When someone is angry with you, show kindness. When someone is harsh, show softness. That doesn't mean that you need to be a pushover, but you can always meet people with kindness and extend grace while being firm. Our world needs more kindness. Oftentimes, people operate thinking that they were not kind to me first, so I don't owe them anything better. I think this is such a sad outlook, and it certainly doesn't result in more kindness being brought into your life. I know I've learned in leadership that if you want to be met with more kindness, you need to extend it more often. Rarely do things like empathy and kindness flow up. Be more of what you want to see in the world. Our own personal example is the best model we can provide for others. Steve Martin once said, "Be so good they can't ignore you." Work hard at whatever you choose to do. Fall in love with the process, the ritual, the grind, and the results will take care of themselves. In a society full of instant gratification and the need for immediate feedback or information, sometimes we have to trust in the process of what we want to have in the long run rather than the right now. People and opportunities will gravitate towards you if you display traits like discipline, tenacity, consistency, and perseverance. They will ask you how you did it, and only you will know how all of those little decisions resulted in the goals that you have achieved. Harvey Mackay says that a great accomplishment shouldn't be the end of the road, just the starting point for the next leap forward. I do hope you see this not as a destination, but rather as a step in the journey that has opened more doors for you. You've received a tremendous education from an outstanding institution. The diploma you received here today truly means something and is a ticket that you get to use to step into new rooms and sit at new tables. The most exciting and potentially intimidating part of that is that you are now in the driver's seat of where this ticket will take you and what you will choose to do with it. Considering all of that, the last thing I want to tell you is to celebrate your wins. Look around. This is it. This is the last time you'll be with this group of people. You've reached a milestone. Celebrate it. Take the pictures. Lock it in. Enjoy it. Thank those that helped you accomplish it. Too often, we take these fleeting moments for granted and let them pass too quickly. You'll never know just how proud we all are of you and the people that you're becoming, but today I do hope you feel some of that. Mitch Gross, the principal of Iowa City West High School, has indicated that the class of 2024 has met the requirements of the State Board of Education and the Iowa City Community School District. On behalf of the Board of Education, it gives me great pleasure to accept the class of 2024. Congratulations.
Thank you, Superintendent. I am so incredibly grateful to work not just with 3 stellar assistant principals, but 3 outstanding educators, Liz Bruning, Jenny Eustace, and Maureen Head. Our school would not be able to operate in the manner it does if it were not for these exceptional leaders. Liz, Jenny, Maureen, and I have almost 50 years of teaching experience at West High School between us. That in and of itself is a rarity for an administrative team, and yet it's vitally important in making sure that West High is the very best it can be. Here to read the names of our graduates are Ms. Head, Ms. Bruning, and Ms. Eustace.
All right, everyone, here we go. Duncan Harry Abbott. Quinn Robert Abbott. El Sayib El Sadig Abdallah. Zain Rami Abu Hijla. Kaula Yusuf Abukasawi. Zaira Ambreen Ahmad. Fadl El Kazim Ali. Fatima El Kazim Ali. John Alutha. Louis Alutha. Fatima Fernanda Alvarado Molina. Clarissa Alvarado Gonzalez. Abiba Amisi. Aditi Anand Rajan. Sorry. Unaya Cheryl Appling. Truman Hunter Arnold. Maria Yevgenyeva Arshava. Amal Hassan Asadallah. Mwimbelecha Usukulu. Chance Bahati. Evan Michael Baker. Benjamin Stephen Barker. Kanan Ahmad Barnes. Violet Joe Bauman. Daphne Azal Byman. Olivia Grace Bayon. Matthew Jorge Bedell. Katarina Joy Bennett. Caleb Daniel Benson. Brooklyn Samantha Berglund. Thomas Preston Berry. Sierra Rose Bertelli. Absolutely. Chris Matala Bea. Paris Jordan Bond. Jemiah Christina Brown. Richard Jarmel Brown. Ivan Bryson. Justin Zachary Bittner. Natalie Iwa Burer. Matthew Adam Cannon. Eric Javier Caperon. Ana Delay Carbajal Dominguez. Eliana Antonella Cardenas Bastidor. Jameson Lee Carpenter. Gavin Steele Casco. Grace Chang. Aymar Giovanni Chinchilla. Muhammad Iqbal Chikmaz. Benjamin Harris Siliberto. Aubrey Anna Claiborne. Violet Clark. Sam Kors. Cole William Collier. Michael Alexander Comeyas. Fletcher Robert Sterling Cordry. Joseph Dustin Corlett. Dylan Joseph Crocco. Holen Chue. Nora Joyce Daly. Cecilia May DeYoung. Charlotte Ann DeLowry. Brian Wayne Dick. Gable Amanda Donaldson. Andrew Dong. Jack Albert Dorrell. Amelia Grace Douglas. Braden Richard Doyle. Daman Dernev. Acey Kareem Earl. Alana Chase Eckstein. Rami Imad Idris. El Hassan Abathar El Hassan. Awa Sita Ilola. Zayad El Said. Ahmed Abdallah El Sheikh. Carly Maxine Gil Ephraim. Juliana Amy Epping. Luke Anthony Ernst. Marie Ioka. El Taib Fadel El Mula. James Farage. Jack Thomas Fossey. Ashley Nicole Ferguson Bedford. Madeline Lou Fincham. Garrick Benjamin Fish. Stephen Robert Flowers. Angelina Camacho Forte. Luke Matthew Franz. Haley Lillian Fridu. Javon James Fulwiley. Jack Woodrow Furlong. Abdul Gado. Nadia Don Gallegos. Jaretsi Belem Garcia. Ava Grace Garcia. Elena Reese Garcia Van Auken. Frederick William Gull. Benjamin Drew Gerard. Lucybell Sky Gerlieb. Tessa Jane Gibson. Jacob Joseph Gilliam. Adam Gomez. Gwendolyn Alexia Gonzalez. Right now. Jalen Laprice Graham. Lillian May Graham.
Andy Ham. Anthony Joseph Hamilton. Dexter Hannah. Wasal Mohammed Haroon. Bowen Glenn Harris. Florence Sheen Hiyu. Nathan Michael Heenan. Devel Keontae Hicks. Jarrett Christian Hendricks. Nevaeh Faith Hoffman. Hannah Holdaway. Kiara Rain Holdcamp. Ashton Xavier Honore. Isaac James Howe. Ayman Ibrahim. Rawan Yasser Ibrahim. Aiden Dean Jacobson. Jocelyn K. Jacobson. Delmira Devika Jara. Deja Ann Jordan. Matula Joseph. Hala Wael Kamal. Priscilla Ayala Congni. Encore Nitin Karandakar. Jeffrey Carr. Charlotte Kasango. Didier Tibangu Kasango. Amiza Keita. Sokana Marie Keita. Jules May Karanen. Leslie Kimura. Benjamin Isaac Kleiman. Jacob Dale Cook. Amy Cohn. Emmett David Crone. Kamakshi Kuchel. Emma Grace Kepker. Dylan Elliott Quaken. Daniel Yunchen Kwok. Joel Umba Kwamisa. Malay Elise Lacey. Jane Lamb. Allison May Lamaster. Tyler Jones Lassner. Adeline May Laswell. Aaron Gabriel Lawler. Michael Young Lee. Nicole Lee. Jacob Timothy Least. Anson Lee. Jessica Wenchen Lee. Karen Liu. Zachary Thomas Logsden. Jeremiah Dominic Lone. Benjamin Richard Long. Luke Walter Longmire. Isaiah Lonzel Lovelace. Xiomara Luna Garcia. Nathaniel Baraka Madumba. Vumilia Malunda. Kaylee Nicole Mann. Xavier James Marchick. Vinicius Silvestre Mara. Briar Catherine Martin. Sylvia Lisbeth Bautista Martinez. Jesus Damien Morongo Murillo. Aiden Paul Masher. Cale Patrick Masher. Benjamin Abraham Matthew. Anjali Matthews. Michael Iponga Bokolo. Rakaira Raquel McClendon. Lucas Ethan McConnell. Serenity Rose McDonald. Manny Medina. Kevin Joel Mendoza. Kendra Lynn Mesher. Jose Eduardo Mesa. Daniel Charles Miles. Cameron Michael Miller. Santana Antonio Miller. Kaylee Porum Milton. Ephraim Mipata. Ishmael G. Muhammad. Mishal Mubarak Muhammad. Yasmin Babakar Muhammad. Omer Muhammad Noor. Ahmed Mojahid Muhammad. Gabrielle Renee Moniza. John Michael Moreland. Elizabeth Catherine Morley. Maya Catherine Mozina. Umar Muhammad. Ali Osama Mustafa. Jeremy Rashawn Myers. Haider Nasser. Akshitha Naveen Kumar. Winner Chibangu Jibu. Charles Nelson. Benjamin Kamenga Gunza. Annika Marie Nielsen. Whitney M. Noller. Esperance Kaiba Ntumba. Florgie Zenga Mokongo. Nicholas Vincent Oberbruckling. Helen Elizabeth Orzula. Olivia Catherine Orzula. Hector Ortiz Martin. Ahmed Yasir Osman. Madeline Sue Otis. Zion Armatheus Owens Holst.
Savannah Parker. Pranjal Sharma Paudel. Emma Catherine Peach. Derek James Pennell. Helen May Penning. Jocelyn Maritza Perez. Reef Persons. Nicholas Ryan Pfeiffer. Kivante Phillips. Kishana Shanice Phipps. Erin Rachel Prince. Beckett Stephen Prohaska. Christian Patrick Ralph. Olman Roberto Ramos. Xavion Dwayne Reed. Todd Edmund Rent. Ava Elaine Rhodes Rudkin. Tessera Marie Rippentrop. Daniel Robinson. Isaac Edwin Robinson. Adrian Rodriguez Lemos. Samuel Downing Rosenthal. Sigrid Sophia Rossi. Jacob Allen Rudder. Anna Jane Elizabeth Russell. Spencer Wayne Russell. Sebastian Michael Rutkowski. Bayombe Saidi. Haya Nasser Said. Renoa Grace Sainsbury. Molly Renee Schiebel. Iona Shear. Lucy Schmid. Erin Elizabeth Schmidt Rundell. Madeline Karen Schroeder. Kyler Lee Scranton. Jackson Searing. Caroline Emma Seary. Patrick Joseph Selby. Emma Lee Semler. Yuning Shao. Avery Elise Shaw. Zion Shaw. Ejin Riley Shim. Margaret Ziu Shin. Parvinder Singh. Samir Thomas Singh. Allison Nicole Scala. Bella Elizabeth Smith. Finn Smith. Zoe Marila Smith. Emma K. Stameyer. Mason Starbuck. McKenna Grace Stevens. Tavion Stevens. Taylor Marie Stevens. Nora Francis Steer. Robert Todd Stong. Madeline Ann Struthers. Caden Byron Sweeting. Nick Edward Sayada. Spencer Thomas. Irie Ann Thompson. Mia Ashley Thompson. Alexis Sue Tibisar. Isabella Catherine Tisdale. Ramata Rama Traore. Sanaa Tullis. Joshua Ermi. Riley Rose Youthy. Dane Thomas Van Dyke. Amy Meredith Varga. Erin Ann Varga. Anna Vasi. Benjamin Lee Vogel. Alexis Eileen Vogt. Emily Ann Vogt. Vismitha Vupala. Emma Isabella Wagner. McKenna Waite. Cindy Jire Wong. Hadil War. Andreas Thomas Warren. Christiana Kedra Nairi Washington. Logan Waters. Jacob Watkinson. Eleanor Amelia Whites. Ian James Wells. Isabella Noel Wendler. Maya Claire Went. Kaileab Kasahun Wendy. Adrian Westergaard. Malia Catherine Wiederen. Catherine Lynn Wilson. Aiden Thomas Wohlers. Lucy Jo Adele Wolf. Matthew Wright. Richard Lan Wu. Leon Wu. Alex Yao. Kevin Yu. Amy Rose Zerwick. Samuel Burton Zimmerman. And our final graduate of the class of 2024, Lily Mae Zukin.
At this time, we will sing the West High Alma Mater, Hymn to the Green and Gold, under the direction of Mr. David Haas, featuring all the senior members of the West Side Choir and the West Side Symphony Orchestra, the Green and the Gold.
West High Alma Mater.
Congratulations to the Westside class of 2024. The recessional will be triumphal march under the direction of Mr. John Welch. One quick housekeeping item. Once the recessional begins, graduates will be dismissed by rows and will proceed back to the field house. At that point, families may find their graduate outside for pictures. Graduates, please stand for the ceremonial turning of the tassel. At this time, please turn your tassel from right to left and give it up for the Iowa City West graduating class of 2024. Mr. Welch, take him out.